everyone. This is Robert. RJO Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1983 World Series is on the air. We now move to Inside Pitch for the next three games, and we are at Dodger Stadium for Game 3 of the World Series between the Detroit Tigers and the Los Angeles Dodgers. This series is tied 1-1, so we're guaranteed to have all three games played here at Dodger Stadium, and of course, all three played with Inside Pitch. So now let's see, changing the game systems, let's see how this works out between these two teams. The Dodgers destroyed the Tigers in Game 1. The Tigers gave it right back to them in Game 2. So now we'll see what happens tonight as these two teams go head-to-head for another exciting game here as we begin to close out the 1983 season. Joel Turney and Philip Reynolds are first to join us here at Dodger Stadium. Not an empty seat anywhere here at Chavez Ravine. Beautiful stadium, always has been. And now the Dodgers will now face the Tigers here for the next three games. It is time to get things ready to go as Ben Witz now joins us here at Dodger Stadium. So it's time for Inside Pitch, and let's see what happens tonight. As Fall Classic split the series, we'll see which team wins the next 2 out of 3 or all 3 games. As Chuck Rawlings now joins us here at Dodger Stadium. Let's get things going. Starting pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Their number 3 starter, Burt Hooton. He has a record of 1 win, no losses, and 1 no decision for the Dodgers in this postseason. So he will go ahead and get the call tonight. Everyone is set to go. This series is tied. What will happen here at Dodger Stadium? Dodger Stadium neutral park favors pitchers a little bit. 123 home runs hit there, adds 1 to strikeouts and -2 to walks. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Tigers, second baseman Lou Whitaker, batting .385 for the postseason, and he has a couple of home runs. He is an MVP candidate. Clee baseball fan joins us here now at Dodger Stadium. The 1983 World Series now moves to SoCal. Who will come away? Will the series end here? Or are we going to go back to Tiger Stadium for a Game 6? We got 3 games to play here. Let's see how tonight's game goes. Let's see what Inside Pitch has to say. Hooton, 5'6", that's a walk plus 10, and the first thing he's going to do is walk Whitaker. So Whitaker will trot to first. Hooton had 55 walks in 83, and he walks the leadoff batter. And now the shortstop, Alan Trammell, Hall of Famer. Needs Whitaker in there, and Whitaker should be a Hall of Famer. Trammell batting .343 for the postseason. He does have a home run. Also an MVP candidate. Whitaker on at first, and he gets the steal sign. 13 minus 2 is 11. Fimple -2 is a 9. Whitaker's not going. Hooton will pitch. 4-5, strikeout, 19 is high. Trammell, 1-6, and against the righty, it's a ground ball to short. 2-1-2. Second base pivot, sacks -1. Only a double play, it's on a 1. No, Whitaker will be thrown out at second. Trammell will take first on the fielder's choice. Next up is the left fielder, Larry Herndon. Herndon batting .280 for the playoffs. He's got a couple of bombs. Trammell, he gets the steal sign. 15 minus 2 is 13, and Fimple -2 is 11. I'm not going to send Trammell. Herndon will hit. Hooton, 3-6, strikeout, too high. Herndon, 3-3, and it's a base hit for Herndon, a single to right. Trammell base runner 4, single to right, -3. The only way Trammell gets the third is on a 1. It's a 6. Trammell coming around, going from second to third. Right fielder is Marshall. He has a -2 arm, which means there's going to be an out. And it's a 1. Trammell's going to be safe at third. The ball is caught off. Herndon is cut down at second. 2 down. Lead runner advances. Ball caught off, and the trailing runner is thrown out. So Trammell makes it to third. Herndon gets a single, but he's thrown out at second. That's 2 away. What a throw there by Mike Marshall. He has a -2 arm. He is very good in the outfield. An inside pitch. Here's the catcher, Lance Parrish, batting .334 for the postseason. He's got 5 bombs. Leading hitter for in the postseason right now in terms of home runs. Trammell on at third. He'll stay put. Hooton will pitch. 2-3. Strikeout 2. Got him. The inning is over. First strikeout for Hooton. He had 87 of them in 83. No runs, a hit, and a walk. And we'll go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Detroit Tigers. Their number 3 starter, Dan Petry. He has a record of 2 wins and no losses for the postseason. And Petry will go ahead. He is the number 3 starter for the Tigers. Leading off for the Dodgers, second baseman Steve Sachs, batting .289 for the playoffs. Bottom of the first, Tigers had a chance early, but the Dodgers got out of the inning. Petry, 6-2, it's a blank. Sachs, 6-4, ground ball to third, handled easily by Brookins, and over to first it goes. Next up, the center fielder, Kenny Landreau, batting .276 for the playoffs. He has a home run. Ken Landreau did hit for the cycle in the playoff game against the Padres. Petry will pitch. And 2-3. That's going to be an automatic out. He's not tired, and that will be a ground ball to short. Handled by Trammell. Trammell tosses it over, 2 down. And now the left fielder, Dusty Baker. Baker batting .325. He has a home run, but he was injured for most of the NLCS. Jimmy Jam joins us here at Dodger Stadium. Petry will pitch. And 6-4, that's at the park. Dodger Stadium, 6-6, and that is a blank. We're going to have a rare play, bases empty. So let's see what this is. And that's a 34. Grounder to the first base, who flips the pitcher covering for the out. But the pitcher and the hitter collide behind the bag. Check for injury to both the pitcher and the hitter. Ouch. Oh, boy. They get the out to end the inning. That's going to be a ground ball. So that is a ground ball to first. Side retired, but got to check for an injury to the pitcher and the hitter. Dusty Baker has already been hurt in this postseason. His injury rating is 1. So let's see if he's hurt again. So let us see if he's hurt again. Dusty Baker, his injury rating is a 1. A 1 or a 2, he's fine. It's a 6. Uh-oh, now we re-roll on number 2. A 1, he's fine. That is a 2, and he's out for the game. They're going to be cautious. They're going to knock Dusty Baker out. Now the question is Dan Petry out? Petry has an injury rating of 0. So a 1, 2, or 3, he's fine. And he is. Wow. So Dan Petry will shrug it off, but the Dodgers just lost Dusty Baker for the rest of the game. So Baker will come out, and that means Rick Monday will come in. So timeout for a substitution. That could have been really bad. So Baker coming out of the game. Rick Monday will now take over in left. Petry says he's fine. And Monday is a 310 plus 2 compared to Baker. in left field. So it also means I need to change the card. So a +2 in left field, -1 +2, 0. And that is all. So Dan Petry says, I'm a baseball player. I'm fine. No score after 1. That could have been bad. You get an injury. You get an injury. Everybody gets an injury as XSG2 joins us here at Dodger Stadium. That could have been really bad. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Tigers will be Enos Cabell. Cabell batting .250. He's gotten his average to a respectable .250. Hooton will pitch. And that's a 4-6. That's a walk +10. And he'll walk Cabell. So Hooton will go ahead and walk him. Second time, that's the second walk given up by Hooton. And that's the second leadoff batter he's walked. Peter Tort joins us here at Dodger Stadium. Next batter is the right fielder, Glenn Wilson, batting .334 for the playoffs, and he's got 3 bombs. He's way overachieving. He's also an MVP candidate. Cabell had 4 steals that year, and he's not going to get one here. Hooton will go ahead and pitch. And 1-2, blank. Wilson, 1-4. Line drive to short. Out number 1. And the throw to first is not in time. Cabell will get back. Matter of fact, there wasn't even a throw. 1 down. Line drive to short. Russell holds on to it. Cabell gets back easily. Here's the center fielder, Chet Lemon, one of the more underrated players in baseball history. Lemon batting .182 for the postseason. He's underachieving. He does have a home run. Cabell on it first. He'll stay there. Hooton, 4-3, hit by pitch. Oh, yeah, plunk, ouch. Chet Lemon is a 25, which means he got blasted many times that year. And now runners at first and second. First hit batter of the game. And now the third baseman, Tom Brookins. Brookins batting .289. He's cooled off a little bit, but he is still above his average. 1 out, now runners at first and second. And nothing happening there. Hooton will pitch. And 6-1, blank. Brookins, 6-2. And that's a fly ball to right field. Getting to that will be Marshall. And that is out number 2. Cabell, a base running rating of 4. Hit to right, -0. And Marshall, a -2. So a 1-2, Cabell could still take third. He won't. He'll stay put. And the next batter will be the pitcher, Dan Petry. Petry has absolutely no batting statistics. He is 0-0-0 across the board. So he will be using generic pitcher hitting card number 0, my home creation, which has a 0 average. It doesn't mean he can't absolutely get a hit. He can get one, but pretty much the only way he would is on a failed range play, an S1 off the pitcher or off the ballpark card, or an error. So Dan Petry will bat, as we are letting the pitchers hit here at Dodger Stadium. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 14. And there are 2 outs, by the way. Hooton will pitch. And a 1-1 possible error. Petry, 2-2. He grounds one to first. That ball is hit to Brock. His error rating is a 5. That's a 3, and he's going to make an error. Greg Brock does not make the play, and the bases are loaded. Petry gets on base with an E3, first error on the Dodgers, as Greg Brock will make one. And now the bases are loaded for Whitaker. Whitaker walked his first time up. Dan Petry says, DH? Hey, it's an error. It doesn't matter. I still don't need no stinking DH. Yeah, Dan Petry, what do I do now here at first? I've never been here before. Cabell on at third, Lemon on at second. Petry has a base running rating of 1. They usually give the pitchers that. Wear this lovely coat. So Hooton will pitch to Whitaker. A big chance for the Tigers. Strategy roll. Nothing happening. Hooton will pitch to Whitaker. Hooton, 5-4, and he's not tired. That's going to be an automatic out. And it'll be a grounder to second base. Handled there by Sachs. He'll take care of it. He will throw to short, covering second, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 walk, 1 hit batter. And the Tigers fail to get anything out of that. We go to the bottom of the second. For those of you wondering, for those of you wondering for the first time seeing these, okay, these are my creation. The generic pitcher hitting card. These are only designed to be used during the DH years, or maybe the World Series and such. I've created 12 of them. Depending upon the average of the pitcher is which card I use. All right. I utilize the complete stats of a pitcher up to the year. Dan Petry never got a hit pretty much in his life. At least not up in 1983. We go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Dodgers is the third baseman, Pedro Guerrero, batting .327 for the playoffs. And he's got 3 bombs. Phoenix Knight joins us here at Dodger Stadium. Petry will pitch. And 3-3. Home run chance. Righty, 1-13. That's a 2. And I don't need to go any further than that. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Pedro Guerrero. Pedro Guerrero hits his 4th home run of the playoffs. It's 1-0 Dodgers. A 3-3 is a home run question mark. Guerrero righty, 1-13. That's a 2. Guerrero's got 20s. It don't matter. You make a mistake to Pedro, that ball is heading from Dodger Stadium and probably landed in Anaheim Stadium. Here comes next batter is the first baseman, Greg Brock. Brock batting .209 for the playoffs. Petry will pitch. And 3-3, again a home run chance. But this time, against the lefties, a 1-6. That's a 13. Brock, 5-5. He lines one to second base. Whitaker's got it. And that's out number 1. Next up, the right fielder, Mike Marshall. Marshall batting .289 and with 2 home runs. Marshall. Petry will pitch. And 2-4. That's a pitcher result. That 6 is too high. Marshall, 5-4. And Marshall hits one into center field. And that's going to split the gap, bounce off the wall. Marshall has a double. So we hit a double to center. And now the shortstop, Bill Russell. Russell batting .277 for the playoffs. 1 out here, bottom of the second. Dodgers a 1-0 lead. Strategy with Marshall, he'll stay put. Petry, 6-5, strikeout, no. Russell, 5-2, fly ball to center. Easy play there by Lemon. Out number 2. Marshall, base runner 2. Hit the center, -1. Lemon is a -1, which makes him a 0. Marshall stays put. 2 down, and that'll bring up the catcher, Jack Fimple, playing for the injured Steve Yeager, who's done for the year. Fimple is batting .286 since he came in to play. Strategy roll. Marshall stays put. Petry, 3-2. Range play. Fimple, 2-6 at the ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Whitaker. His range is a 3. He can't get it. It's a base hit. Marshall, base runner 3 with 2 outs. That's going to be good enough. Marshall will come around. He will score. It's 2-0 Dodgers. Stadium cheers. Yay! Fimple again, a clutch base hit for Fimple. And now 2-0 Dodgers. As Jeremy Brooks joins us here at Dodgers Stadium. That'll bring up the pitcher, Burt Hooton, batted 160 and 7 RBIs in 83. Now 2-0 in favor of the Dodgers. Strategy, nothing on the 11. Petry, 3-2, again with a range play. Hooton, 1-5, that's a fly ball to left field. Going after that is Herndon. His range is a 3, and it's going to drop. And that's going to be a double for Burt Hooton. Will that score Fimple? Base runner 2. Double to left. -2 is a 0. Fimple has to hold. Actually, with 2 outs, he's a 3. -2 makes him a 1. He still has a chance. A 1. Fimple will score. He doesn't. He holds anyway. A double by Burt Hooton. And Burt Hooton says, DH? I don't need no stinking DH. Next batter is Sachs. Sachs is 0 for 1. Runners at second and third. Dodgers 2-0 here. Bottom of the second. Petry will pitch to Sachs. Strategy, nothing happening. Petry will deal. 4-2. Strikeout 9. That's too high. Sachs. A 2-2, and it's a ground out to short. Handled there by Trammell. Trammell will take care of it, toss it over, retire the side. 2 runs, 4 hits, a solo bomb by Pedro Guerrero. 2-0 Dodgers after 2. Top of the third. Leading off for the Tigers will be Alan Trammell. He's 0 for 1. Hooton, he'll go ahead and pitch. And 6-2, strikeout 10, just missed. Trammell, 2-3, fly ball to center field. Landro will get to that. And he's got it for out number 1. Next up is Herndon. Let's see, Hooton can pitch to 24. And Petry to 29. Herndon got a base hit his first time up. Hooton will pitch. And that's a 3-5. That's a wild pitch. It's a blank. Herndon, 6-2. Ground out to short. Handled again once again by Russell. Russell will get it over the first 2 down. Here comes Parrish. Parrish 0 for 1. Hooton will set in there. He will deal. And 5-5. That's at the park. Dodgers Stadium. 4-5. And another blank. Another rare play with the bases empty. Rare plays, bases empty from at the park. And that's a 35. Grounder to shortstop who throws up the line. Resolved as error play for first base. So first baseman for the Dodgers is Brock. His error rating is a 5. That's an 8. He's not going to make an error. And that's it. Nope, that's not going to be an error, and that's going to be an out. And they play there. Nice pickup there by Brock, and the inning is over. So that just goes as a grounder to short, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Tigers. We go to the bottom of the third. Kenny Landro leads off for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 1. Petry looking for a better inning. And 1-1, blank. Landro, 4-6. Ground out to third. That'll be picked up by Brookins. And that's the first out. Next batter is the new left fielder, Rick Monday, coming in for the injured Dusty Baker. Baker will be back for the next game. Monday actually has stats, and Monday is 2 for 19 since coming over. Let me just mark it there. So Monday, 2 for 19 for the Dodgers in the postseason. Petry, and 1-4, wild pitch. It's a blank. Monday, 5-2, fly ball to center field. Easy play for Lemon. And Lemon's got it. 2 down. And now here's Guerrero. He gets a nice ovation from the Dodger crowd. Guerrero hit a bomb his first time up. That was his 4th home run of the playoffs. Petry will pitch. And 5-5, that's a blank. Guerrero, 4-6, grounder right back to Petry. Petry will get that, and he'll throw it over. And then the inning. Petry gets a much better inning after the last one. Nothing across. Still 2-0 Dodgers after 3. On to the 4th. Enos Cabell leads off for the Big D. He walked his first time up. Hooton will go ahead and pitch. And 5-1, blank. Cabell, 5-2. Ground ball hit the third. Easy play for Guerrero. And he'll toss it over for the out. Next batter is Wilson. Wilson is 0 for 1. Hooton will go ahead and pitch. And 1-5, range play. Wilson, 2-3. Fly ball to right field. Going after that is Marshall. He was meh. His range is a 2. And he's got it. 2 down. Mike Marshall makes me eat my words a little bit. He makes the play. That's out number 2. Now the batter is Lemon. Lemon got hit by a pitch his first time up. Hooton, he will deal. And 2-4. That's a blank. Lemon, 2-3. And that's fly to left. And Monday is going to get there. And he'll make the catch and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Cats. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Greg Brock leads off for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 1. Petry, he will go ahead and pitch. Petry, 6-4. That's at the park. Dodger Stadium, 4-5. And again, we hit the rare play. Wow. That is the 3rd rare play in the ball game. That might be, I'm not sure if that's a first. Rare plays, bases empty from at the park. And it's a 2-2. And it's a single into center field where fielder stumbles fielding the ball. Check center fielder for error. Center fielder for the Tigers is Lemon. His error rating is a 2. That's a 7. He's not going to make an error. But it also says check center fielder for injury. He doesn't make the error. He stumbled. So now it's a possible injury on Chet Lemon. Lemon's injury rating is a 3. That's not good. That's automatically going to take him out. The question is how long he's going to be out. So now we'll go to the injury rate set right here so you see. So Chet Lemon is now injured. The question is how long is he injured for? He is already out for the game. We're rolling on the 3. That is a 5 game plus 1 D20. And Lemon is done for the year. That is a 9. That is 1 plus 9 equals 10. Chet Lemon is done. Chet Lemon is injured and done for the year. And we're going to have a, now that was, if I'm correct, was a single if I'm right. I believe that was a single. It was a single to center field. So Brock is safe at first. So Brock gets a base hit. But Chet Lemon is done for the year. So he goes into the bag. And now I got to bring in someone to play center field. I'll have to bring somebody up in reserve. So let's see what we have. And that's going to be Kirk Gibson. Gibson's going to have to play center field. Gibson was the DH for the Tigers. He may not be DHing anymore. He may actually be playing center field or something. So Gibson's going to play center field. So timeout for another substitution. So Lemon is done. So Gibson will take over at center. It's a 3-7 -1. I do not have to change the helper. It stays the same because Lemon was a -1. Doug Hutt joins us here at Dodgers Stadium. So Greg Brock is safe at first, but Chet Lemon is done. And now the batter is Mike Marshall. Marshall got a double his first time up. Wow, injuries galore today. Marshall got a double, Brock on it first, and nothing happening there. He'll stay put. Petry will pitch. Petry, 3-4. That's a blank. Marshall, 1-5. Ground ball to short. Let's see if they turn it. 3-3-4. Second base pivot. Whitaker, 0. A 1-4. It's a double play. No, the throw's going to go to first. Brock got a good jump, and they'll get the sure out. 1 down. Did not turn the double play. And now the batter is Russell. John Haverly joins us here at Dodger Stadium. Russell is 0 for 1. Yep, Jimmy Jam is right. You just don't see injuries like these on that other channel with the fluffy cat. Brock on at second. Petry will pitch to Russell. Strategy roll first. Nothing happening. Petry, 1-4. Wild pitch, 19. No, it's a blank. Russell, 4-6. And that's a ground ball to first. That'll be handled by Cabell. He'll take it to the bag himself. Brock goes to third. Two outs. And now the batter is Fimple. Fimple had a big time double his last time up. Scored, got an RBI, got one. No, I didn't get any RBI. But Fimple got a double. Brock on at third. John Clausen joins us here at Dodger Stadium. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's your first. I think it's your first time here on the network, Mr. Clausen. Welcome, sir. Brock on at third. Michael Peterson joins us here at Dodger Stadium. Strategy roll. Nothing happening on the 12. Petry, 1-5. Walk plus 10, ball 4. And Petry's going to go ahead and walk Fimple. And now the batter is Hooton. Hooton got a double his first time up. Still 2 outs here. Bottom of the 4th. 2-0 Dodgers. Strategy roll. And nobody's moving. Petry will pitch. And 3-6. Strikeout. Got him, and the inning is over. And that is only the first strikeout for Petry. He had 122 of them in 83. No runs, 1 hit, 1 walk, and 1 injury. Chet Lemon done for the year. And after 4, it's still 2-0 Dodgers. Thank you very much, Mr. Clausen. We go to the top of the 5th. Leading off for the Tigers will be Tom Brookins. Brookins is 0 for 1. Hooton will go ahead and pitch. Top of the 5th. Series tied 1-1. Hooton will go ahead and deal. And 6-6 against a righty. It's a blank. Brookins, 2-1. Base hit right past short. Brookins continues to hit well. That'll be a single. And that will bring up the pitcher, Dan Petry, using generic pitcher hitting card number 0. I gave the pitcher a bunt rating of 2 because since he never really hit anything, I really don't think he'd be much of a bunter either. His bunt rating is a 2, and he's going to probably automatically do that. And yeah, he will. Although Brookins gets the steal sign. I don't think I'm sending him, though. 14 -2, and Fimple -2 is a 10. They're going to let Petry bunt. Let's see if he can bunt here. Corners are in. Hooton, 3-6, strikeout 16. And that's not going to be a strikeout because when you do a bunt, you divide the strikeout rating by 2. That becomes a 13. So Petry is going to lay down the bunt. And that is bunted right back to the pitcher. That's a 17. His bunt rating then becomes a 1. And on a 17, it's bunted too hard. It's a possible double play. So now we do as a regular double play chance. 5, 4, 3, because it was hit to the pitcher. Okay. And Petry a righty, so second base would be pivot, and that is sacks. He's a -1. So only a 1 or a 2, it's a double play. No. And that is a 4. Brookins is still going to make second base because his base running rating stays a 5. So even though it's not a double play, Brookins still makes second. Throw goes to first, out number 1. The bunt still worked. So that goes as a sacrifice hit right back to the pitcher, but he does move the runner over. Here's Whitaker. Whitaker 0 for 1 with a walk. Infield back now. 2-0 Dodgers, 1983 World Series. Hooton will go ahead. Strategy, nothing on. Brookins gets the steal sign to go to third. He'll stay where he is. Hooton will pitch. And 6-3 against the lefty. That's a walk plus 10. And they just barely walked him. Whitaker becomes a 9. -2 is a 7. But plus 10 makes him a 17. That is a 17. And that is a big walk. Whitaker walks for the second time today. Hooton's asking the umpire, where was that? And now here's Trammell. Trammell is 0 for 2. Still 1 out, top of the 5th. Dodgers a 2-0 lead. Strategy. That is a 2 again. Brookins gets the call to go to third. He's going to stay where he is. Hooton will pitch to Trammell. And 6-5. Error on a grounder. Trammell, 2-6. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to third. That ball is going after Guerrero. His error rating is a 14. That's a 1. And that's going to be an error. The bases are loaded. Guerrero makes an error. He drops it, and everyone is safe. That's an E5, and that is the second error on the Dodgers. And now here comes Herndon. Herndon 1 for 2. Herndon got a big-time grand slam in game 2. In game 2 of this series, I'm sorry, game 1 of that series. Of this series. But the Dodgers came right back and won the ball game in a crazy game. Now, bases loaded, 1 out. The infield is going to play in. Strategy roll. And nothing on the 12. Hooton will go ahead and he will pitch. Hooton sets up against Herndon. Fans here at Dodger Stadium hoping Hooton makes a good pitch. 6-6 against a righty. It's a blank. Herndon, 6-2. And it's a ground ball to short. Do they turn a double play? 3. -1 is 2. And Brookins coming to the plate. Now, there's no pivot rating because it's going from home to first. So they will turn a double play on a 2. A 3, 4, and 5. Brookins is out. Okay. Actually, no, and I'm sorry, actually. Brookins with a base running rating of 5. A 3, he would be safe. So the throw would go to first. Let's see what we got here. A 1 or a 2, it's a double play. No, Brookins is out at the plate. The runners will move up, and they're 2 away. So they get the shore out at the plate. 2 down. So Brookins is out, but the bases are still loaded on the fielder's choice. So 2 men down, and here comes Lance Parrish. Parrish is 0 for 2, but he's got 5 bombs in this postseason. Whitaker on at third, Trammell at second, Herndon at first, 2 outs, top of the 5th. Tigers need to get something here. Hooton gets up against Parrish. Fans at Dodger Stadium are going crazy, hoping that Hooton can make a good pitch. Hooton